Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to study about decimal numbers. You have already studied about decimal numbers, that is to compare decimal numbers to find which one is greater, which one is smaller. In previous classes, you have studied all these. So let's just recollect all those. First problem, compare 35.63 and 35.67. It is you need to check which one is greatest and which one is smallest. So the answer is just you can compare the whole number part, that is 35. Both are same, so consider the decimal part. Here it is 63 and here it is 67. So which is greater? 67 is greater. So you can write 35.63 is less than 35.67, or 35.67 is greater than 35.63. You already know to compare the decimal numbers. Now convert 3 paise to rupees using decimals. Okay, this is the second question. Convert 3 paise to rupees using decimals. So the answer is, 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So 1 paise will be equal to 1 by 100 rupees. Okay, 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So from here 1 paise will be equal to 1 by 100 rupees. Okay, 1 paise is equal to 1 by 100 rupees. Now you need to convert 3 paise to rupees. You got 1 paise is equal to 1 by 100 rupees. So you want to find 3 paise is how much rupees. So 3 paise will be equal to 3 by 100 rupees, because 1 paise was 1 by 100 rupees. So 3 paise is equal to 3 by 100 rupees. And 3 by 100. So 3 by 100, that is 3 divided by 100, you will get it as 0.03 rupees. So 3 paise is equal to 0.03 rupees. Consider next question. Convert 5 gram into kilogram using decimals. You need to convert 5 gram into kilogram using decimals. We know 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. We know 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. Therefore, 1 gram will be equal to 1 by 1000 kilogram. Okay, from here you will get 1 gram is equal to 1 by 1000 kilogram. So you need to find 5 gram. So 5 gram is equal to 5 by 1000 kilogram. 1 gram is 1 by 1000. So 5 gram is 5 by 1000 kilogram. And if you do the division, you will get it as 0.005 kilogram. So you got 5 gram is equal to 0.005 kilogram. Now add 21.36 and 37.35. You have already studied the addition of decimals. So you will just arrange it in the order of the place values. It is 21.36 plus 37.35. Now 6 plus 5 is 11. So write 1 here. Then 1 will be balance. Okay. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus this balance 1 is 7. Now put the decimal place. Now 1 plus 7 is 8 and 2 plus 3 is 5. So the answer is 58.71. Let me explain it once more. 21.36 plus 37.35. So first you will add 6 and 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. In 11 you write 1 here and 1 is balance. 3 plus 3 is 6 plus this balance 1 is 7. Now put the decimal point. Now 7 plus 1 is 8 and 3 plus 2 is 5. So the answer is 58.71. Consider the next question. Subtract 29.35 and 4.56. You know the subtraction of decimals. 29.35 minus 4.56. 4.56. So in the tens place you can just put 1 0 below the 2. Now subtract 5 minus 6. So you have to borrow 1 from here. So this will be 15 and this will be 2. So 15 minus 6 is 9. Now 2 minus 5 you can't do. So you have to borrow 1 from here. So this will become 12 and this will become 8. So 12 minus 5 is 7. Now you can put the decimal point. Now 8 minus 4 is 4. 2 minus 0 is 2. So the answer is 24.79. In a usual subtraction, you used to do this borrowing method. The same method we followed here. 29.35 minus 4.56. So first 5 minus 6. It's just not possible. So you borrow 1 from here. So this will become 2 and this will become 15. Now 15 minus 6 is 9. Next do 2 minus 5. That is not possible. So you have to borrow 1 from here. So this will become 8 and this 2 will become 12. So 12 minus 5 is 7. Now put the decimal point. Now subtract 8 minus 4. That is 4 and 2 minus 0 is 2. So the answer is 24.79. Now let us study the multiplication of decimals. Find 0.2 into 0.3. So the answer is, first we multiply them as whole numbers ignoring the decimal point. That is 2 into 3, that is equal to 6. First you are multiplying the whole number part, okay, ignoring the decimal point. You can multiply them as whole numbers ignoring the decimal point. That is, you multiply it as 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. Then we count the number of digits starting from the rightmost digit. Okay, then we count the number of digits starting from the rightmost digit and move towards left. We then put the decimal point there in the product. Okay, so count the decimal numbers. Here you have one decimal number. Here you have one decimal number. So total 2 decimal number. From right you have to count how many decimal numbers are there. Here 1. To the right of decimal point you have one number. Similarly to the right of decimal point you have one number here. So totally there are 2 numbers in the product. So in the answer you will have 2 decimal numbers. That is 2 numbers to the right of the decimal point. So the answer is 6 and to the right of the decimal point you need 2 numbers. So the answer is 0.06. 2 numbers are there to the right of the decimal point. Okay, so the method is first multiply them as whole numbers ignoring the decimal point. Then you have to add how many numbers are there to the right of the decimal point. How many digits. So total number will be the number of decimal numbers in the product, or the number of digits to the right of the decimal point in the product. So the answer is 0.06. Consider another example. Find 1.2 into 2.5. So here you will multiply 12 and 25. If we ignore the decimal point, then this number is 12 and this number is 25. We get 300. 12 into 25 is 300. Multiply 12 and 25. Then we get 300. Both in 1.2 and 2.5, there is one digit to the right of the decimal point. Okay, in 1.2 you have one digit. Similarly in 2.5 you have one digit to the right of the decimal point. So count 1 plus 1 equal to 2 digits from the rightmost digit. So total you will be having 2 decimal numbers in the answer. So count 2 digits from the rightmost digit, that is 0. In 300 the rightmost digit is 0. So count 2 digits from the rightmost digit, that is 0 in 300, and move towards left. So if we are starting from 0 and if you move towards left 2 decimal points, then what will be answer? 3.00. You are starting from here and moving 2 points to the left. So the answer will be 3.00. That is nothing but 3. So I'll explain it once more. Find 1.2 into 2.5. Multiply 12 and 25. That is, we just multiply them as whole numbers. Then we get the product as 300. So in 300, how many decimal point must be there? To check that, you need to check how many decimal points are there in the question. Here 1, here 1. So total 2. So in the answer, you need 2 decimal points. So from the from the first digit, rightmost digit, you move 2 digits to the left. Then the answer will be 3.00 or simply 3.